Okay.
Welcome again. I hope I will remain audible this time. We were actually about to go around and let people move around, tell us who they're playing a little bit. And by move around, I mean stay still because the camera is very tight today. And we're gonna go, let's see, left side around my screen with Graham.
Hi, everybody. It's been a whole whopping week. How are you? My name is Graham, but you know me as Graham. But today I'm playing Samander, or Sam, who's just
Thank
your
you.
regular, everyday half-elf healer in training.
Yes, who makes excellent choices when young women are involved. Swapper.
I'm Swapper. You may call me only that. And today I'm playing Kay, who is a very regular, very angry elf who likes woods and dislikes people. And Fae. Fuck Fae.
I think we found the source of our tech issues. Wild.
It's me.
Yes, hello. I'm Wild, or Wild Engineer, he, they pronouns. Today I am playing Welby, your lovely halfling mushroom-eating wanderer, the one who makes all the best decisions. All the best decisions.
Only good decisions. And Lady Ding.
Oh, that's me. I'm Lady Dame. And today I'm playing Pris. I'm your town librarian and the bringer of people together, because when one is mistrusted, one works extra hard to make sure everybody likes her.
Thank you very much. We already gave her the social glue award last time, so you're doing well. My name is Anik. I'm the DM. I'm running modules from the Uncaged anthology. But since a lot of my players have already started making deals with creatures and beings, I have adopted a few items and other things from a Mage Hand Press module called the Fey Folio. So I'm also stealing from them because that's what good DMs do. They steal stuff from other people and they pretend it's theirs. Brief overview from last week will be given this week by Lady Dame.
Oh, it's me.
It's you.
Well, last week started with our town's festival, which was wonderful. Parties. Ooh. Hi, voice. Good morning. There were parties. There were fortunes told. There was so much food. And mostly we were having a great time. Kai and I sort of, I don't know, we got to explore the sites. I watched my dads play chess, which was always, like they always do. It was very cute. And Welby was hiding under a table stealing food, I guess, which, you know, the food was for everybody, but I totally understand not necessarily wanting to be social. Samander and his two dear friends wanted to go check out a blooming flower. This is the short version of this, and went to go explore and wandered into something they probably shouldn't have, some sort of magic mushroom circle. His two friends got knocked out, which was entirely too scary. Sam was calling for help. I had noticed that Sam had been gone for a long time, so I recruited Kai and Welby to come help me find Sam. We stumbled upon him at the edge of a pond, lake, river, water, body of water, where we met pond. Thank you. Where we met Rusalka. I'm good with names.
That's perfectly fine.
Rusalka, a Rusalka, who is some sort of like water nymph thing that I definitely have read about in one of my many books, in my very comprehensive library that is definitely not tiny at all. Not salty about that. And then she asked us to help her recover her heart. She has 1 day a year in which she can leave the pond. And last year she got her heart taken by someone, and she has asked for our help to get it back. So we agreed, because if we helped her, she would help our friends. So she took us to meet another one of her friends in the woods where the Fae were having their own party, which isn't at all terrifying given what we know about Fae parties. We all, as guests, had to offer up something. Kai and I sang. Sam told a story. Oh no, Welby did something too. Welby offered
Boots for soup.
Offered soup. Boots for soup, that's right. Oh, also Welby has like hooves now. Because Welby was eating some mushrooms from the magic circle, which definitely was a great idea. And I believe that's where we left off. Am I missing anything?
A little bit. You made your offerings, and then the reason you went to meet Rusalka's friend is because he had access to the spell Tree Stride.
Right.
So
And
we
went through
ended
a
as
tree.
you finished walking through a number of trees. All right. And yes, Welby has adorable little goat feet and a rather fluffy butt at this particular point in time.
Right, we got to walk through a tree.
You did. All right, let me see if I can get the music to actually play for me, because being very quiet.
One could say it was a real treat.
One
Sam,
could,
no,
if
why?
one had any kind of death wish.
I mean, are you just telling me to spruce up on my puns?
Jesus Christ.
Graham, did you plant this?
Oh,
So
God.
I'm gonna go. Okay.
So it's going to be one of those days? Yeah, this is what we're doing? Mm-hmm, okay. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm just waiting for music and give the audience what they want.
I mean, I can hear
Just
the music.
Real good puns.
All right. So, you exit the last tree. Again, this was tree stride and not transport via plants. So you had to kind of keep up as Rusalka was going from tree to tree to tree. I'm going to be nice and assume you all managed. She tries to get as far as she can using this spell, but she only has a minute, and it's quite a distance. So once the tree stride spell wears off, she turns to you and tells you, I think we have another hour of walking ahead before we get to the ruin. It's still the shortest night. I think we should continue to be cautious.
How late
Our
is it
party
by
isn't
this
the only
point?
one. What was that, sorry?
How late is it by this point?
I'd say you're looking towards midnight. Since the actual festival started at like dusk, sunset, it's the shortest night of the year, so that was pretty late. But you actually did really well in finding Sam and his lady friends. Nobody got lost. You went like in a straight line to where they are.
It was all thanks to Kai.
Kai did amazing on his survival check, so you lost no time finding them. So it's actually not, I mean, it is midnight, but it's not, you're not already coming up on dawn or anything. You have 3 or 4 hours before the sky's going to start getting lighter again. It helps that you're pretty deep in the mountains. So even if the sun starts to rise, you don't necessarily see the sun straight away because of its location. It's a fairly quiet walk. You don't necessarily meet any more terrifying fey creatures. Rusalka is going to try and be very quiet, and she's going to roll a stealth check. If anyone else would like to try and be very quiet, I would encourage you to do the same.
I will definitely try to be quiet. and because I'll take my lead from
Hey!
her.
For a +0 in stealth, I did pretty okay.
Yes, for people who may not have noticed this on the little cards my darling players have, they have no class levels. They're level 0, so they only have proficiencies from backgrounds. And we took a standard array for abilities with some racial modifiers. Maybe at the end of this they'll level up and pick classes. Or they'll die, things happen.
Sure hope so. But it's not looking great.
Okay. Let's see. Sam. What did you
15.
get? 15. Chris has a 6. Nice. Kai?
20. 30.
Welby?
20, also dirty.
All right. So, 4 of you, I'm counting Rosalka in this, are being very quiet. You can tell that out of the entire group, Chris has the least experience in the forest. She's managing to find just about every dry branch to step on. Her clothes are snagging on things.
Chris wears boots, like lace-up boots that have just like a probably 1.5 inch heel on them. They aren't really meant for trekking in the woods, admittedly.
No. But as a group, you can at least, after hearing Chris for the first few feet, like maybe help guide her a little, hold the branches away a little bit, and just help her be a little more quiet than she would have been on her own. So as a group, you're doing not bad, actually. Rosalka is a little bit ahead of you. It is very dark here. Remind me, do you have dark vision or do you have lanterns on?
I have dark vision.
I have dark vision.
Welby?
I don't remember taking a lantern. Wait, did we take lanterns?
I know Chris took some, but I don't know if they're
Oh, I
currently,
did take a lantern.
I don't know if they're currently lit or if you're just praying this will be fine. I will hydrate.
I feel like I can say that even though I don't have dark vision, no, not that I can see anything, I'm just used to, just from being in the woods, feeling my way around.
Well, I do have lanterns if anybody needs them, but if we're trying to be stealthy, yeah.
Could I use Mage Hand to tug on Welby's shirt in the direction we're going if they can't see?
Make it like a seeing eye mage hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that could work. Welby, there's something weird tugging on your shirt.
I keep swatting it at. Like,
I don't think I'd even know that he's swatting it.
I don't think so. I don't think your mage hands is gonna go, Dad, he keeps hitting me.
Stop.
All right.
So, remind me, she definitely said that it was a succubus that she hung out with last year, right?
Who are you asking?
I'm asking the players.
All right.
Because I 100% remember freaking out because I was like, oh no, I don't want to fight this.
That's right. I took great notes from the last session.
I mean, yeah, but
think
I still
so?
don't know what it is.
I mean,
That's right.
I don't know what it is.
I only remember, well, I've read about them in stories. That's right. I don't know how much of what I know is accurate, though.
Well, I mean, more knowledge is always better than no knowledge. Like, on a scale of 1 to I should run away, where do they fall?
Or we can just wing it and hope for the best.
We could.
Because I'd really like to not fight anything. If we could just like get the heart and leave.
I don't want to fight anything. Why would we want to fight anything? We
I
just
don't know.
maybe if we just ask nicely, they'll give it back.
Maybe they're the peace or love, not war kind.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That would be really nice. It would be a breath of fresh air considering, what was that Fae person's name that we just met? That was really creepy.
Knockin'.
Knockin'. Yeah, I'd prefer not to deal with anyone like that again.
Creepy. I made him charming.
He was very charming. I would say just maybe be on your guard. I know succubuses can be very charming also. Try not to fall under their spell. At least that's what I remember reading in the
Wait, what
novels.
kind of spell do they have?
Is it like Mage Hand?
Well, like, just a blast.
That's the only
of lightning.
spell I know.
You know, like the kind of spell like when a prince and a princess first meet and they fall under each other's spells and they only have eyes for each other. I think it's kind of like that.
What,
Don't you read
mean
those
money?
stories?
I mean, isn't the common
No.
denominator in those stories grave danger?
No, it's take
Well,
a risk and everything will work out fine.
Alright, that seems like a lot of advice to live by.
Sure.
I mean, if you don't risk anything, you just stay at home, eh?
That's, I suppose, one thing, but just maybe risk things, but maybe cautiously.
I don't think that's how risk works.
Are you sure you can't take cautious
I'm not.
risks? Okay.
I'm almost never sure.
That's fair.
That is
Not
actually
really.
100% correct. Well, I mean, I'm not sure of anything tonight at all. Like, it has been crazy.
I mean,
Many things happen on these kind of midsummer nights.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
But also, if you're sure of something, you can be wrong.
I'm pretty sure there's a lot of good food out here. Everything I've eaten's tasted great.
It's turn you into good, though.
But it tasted
It-
good.
Uh-huh. I'm sure it looks delicious.
To each their own.
Does Welby look like they're turning more and more goat, or are they still the same amount of goat?
Turn around, meh.
That is my fear.
He does not seem to be turning more goat.
Okay, that's good. Because I don't remember anything in the medical journal about how to fix that.
I mean, it's fair. I will also, since apparently my players didn't take any excellent notes, point out that the Rosalka mentioned leaving her heart behind rather than being. There doesn't seem to be any adversarial relationship with the succubus she had a night with. She's just going
Seemed
to
like the
go
contrary, rather.
collect her heart.
Right. She left. Well,
She left her heart.
I did take notes on names. I just found that page.
I would judge you, but when I DM, all my notes are on post-its, so that would be very hypocritical of me.
You monster.
I know. Like when I play, I have a notebook for every PC, and they're usually full at the end of a campaign. For this so far, I have about this much. So you're doing really well.
Good. Proud of all of us.
As you're walking, you reach a patch of grass rather than underbrush and trees. And Rosalka just leads you straight through it. And I'm going to need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Oh,
no.
good. All these
Yes.
saving throws I'm so good at.
17. This might be the first character I ever played who had a high constitution.
It's fair. 12 for me.
All right.
18.
18. So Kai and Welby, you're just walking through dry grass. This is perfectly fine. Sam and Chris, you are filled with a sudden and overwhelming hunger. Actually, Welby, you're also filled with hunger, but that's just perpetual. For Sam and Chris, this is very sudden. You ate quite a lot at the feast, but right now you are starving. You can do nothing but think of food and getting something to eat right this second.
Oh, I feel like I just skipped lunch and dinner.
Hey, Welby?
Yes.
Welby?
Yes.
You don't happen to have any of your snacks left or any of those things that you pilfer from the party?
Hold on, let me check my pockets.
Kai, can you make a perception check while they're doing this?
Is there anything in my pockets?
15.
Nothing has left your pockets, so there's whatever you put in there.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you pilfered quite a lot of food at the festival.
I think I've got it's either duck or goose leg if you want one of those.
Oh, that's
Oh.
great. If it's okay, can I have the goose leg?
Sure.
Thank you. I don't know. I'm starving.
I gave my
Just
boots
sounds so
away,
good.
so I can't make y'all soup.
Oh, that's okay.
What else do you have, Welby?
I can look for mushrooms again.
Why are you so too suddenly hungry?
I don't know. It just
Probably
maybe
all
I
this
didn't eat
walking.
enough.
I mean, I'd be more concerned if they weren't hungry. I'm hungry all the time.
I'm not used to being out. I'm not used to this much walking. It's true. I mostly am just behind a desk at the library.
So, Kai, as you
Oh.
ask this, and with that perception check you rolled earlier, you notice that this. Alright, I have not killed a single player during our absence, and I want credit.
Yet.
Nice. Kidding.
The role of Chris will now be played by a ghost. No.
Mm-hmm.
Kai was
Or-
Kai is trying to deal with a figure in the middle while Sam and Chris are pressing Welby for more food. Sam, in the area, there's grass, there's suspicious looking berries. You could eat roots if you're truly desperate, which, you almost are.
I'm gonna start picking berries.
All right, you start picking berries.
And I guess I would probably investigate them because I feel like even though I'm hungry, Samander knows enough about like medicine.
Yeah. Well, it's more of a nature thing than a medicine thing.
That's true. I'm good at both, so
if
it
you
doesn't
get if
matter.
you get poisoned, you can check yourself for poison.
Okay.
But start with nature.
Okay. That's a 19.
All right. Don't eat the red ones, but the blue ones are pretty good.
Okay. So I will start eating the blue ones.
All right. We're going to town on a berry bush.
Do I?
Kai, you're getting almost nowhere with Chris and Sam. Welby?
Just in the usual, looking for more mushrooms to eat.
All right. You're looking for mushrooms. Perfect. Roll me a survival check.
Ooh, survival. Let's see. That is going to be a 11.
An 11. You find no mushrooms, I'm afraid. So, Pris, this duck leg, it was delicious, and it's gone. And you're still just so hungry.
Oh, maybe I don't want to take all your food. I know that you get hungry like me too. So, but maybe, oh gosh, maybe I can have the duck as well as the goose like Welby. I'm sorry. I'll get you back, I promise. When we get back to the village, I'll give you what's in my kitchen.
Sure. That's
Okay.
Feeling root around my pockets. I think I have some cheese in here too.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
It might be a little melty and thready.
That's okay. I'm not picky right now. Just this gnawing hunger. I can't focus.
I don't like what's happening. I really don't like what's happening. Hey, Ruselka, water lady, you there? Do you know what's happening? Something's
Huh?
wrong. Something is wrong.
Oh,
I'm gonna look at them. They're being rather hungry. They're hungry. Really, really hungry.
I am very deeply sorry. I forgot that this could affect mortals like this.
What do you mean you forgot?
I never have a problem here. It's you people. I forgot how weak you are. Just give some
feels
food to the
vaguely
skeleton in the
racist.
middle.
Oh, that's the skeleton there.
Well, technically, it's a spirit of hunger. But I'm assuming you can only see the skeleton,
Wait,
seeing as how
well,
they're hungry.
that's not terrifying at all. How much food does a skeleton of hunger really need?
A lot?
Alright.
Otherwise, you can just try and convince your friends to keep moving, I guess.
Oh, that seems like a much safer option.
If we just get across this patch of grass, we'll be fine.
That seems sinister somehow.
If they can just eat and walk, that'd be good. Eat and walk.
Right.
And don't go
Hey,
near the
you
skeleton
lot.
too much. Just, around the skeleton. You know? I really am sorry. I forgot humanoids and non-fey
Anything
and
else you're forgetting?
mm,
Any
Nothing?
death traps or any like guardians or something?
no, I think.
Alright. Alright, good. They will walk over to those and hey, you lot, we need to get on.
what?
Huh?
But we're having a picnic.
Oh no, you can have a picnic while walking. Come on.
What? No, that's not how picnics work.
Now they start physically
It's
pushing
not.
the people.
How capable am I of walking and munching on this
It's a good question.
on the pocket cheese?
As long as you're munching, you're okay to keep going.
Okay.
How many
you're
berries
feeling
do
a
I
little.
have?
You're feeling a little tired.
Yeah. Sure.
There's not a lot of berries.
Okay. I'm gonna shove as many of the blueberries as I can in my mouth and just start sprinting towards where Kai is
Okay.
pointing for me to go.
Watch out for the skeleton, it's bad.
I don't see a
And hungry.
skeleton.
Just go around there. Just there, follow my finger.
I followed the direction that Kai was pointing
Yeah.
at as well.
So Kai at least is helping you out. Welby, you're not
Martinez.
quite sure what's going on.
Pocket cheese.
Did I see Sam eating berries?
You did. You also saw that the bush he was collecting them from is just empty.
Oh, was there a bush next to it with berries?
No, he did a number on those bushes. It's just picked clean.
Okay. Then I'll just, just trudge after them.
All right. Kai, roll me one more survival check,
Oh, wait, I'm good at that.
just to see how well you're doing
21.
getting everyone out of this.
21, my god.
21. I'm impressed. So with a little guidance and a lot of shoving Pris and yelling at Sam when he's about to get too close to that figure in the middle, you manage to get them out of this rather suspicious patch of grass.
Seems about right. You've got the cursing there. There's a lot of cursing.
A lot of cursing. Alright. Rusalka just sort of goes, "Are you all right now? I really am sorry.
About what?
Oh, about two of your friends.
What? It was just a picnic. It's fine.
Great. Great. Let's get going then. We need to get to the church.
Can you lead us through no more death traps there?
I will try.
Good as it's going to get there.
I sometimes forget how fragile beings bound to the material plane are.
Again, that seems vaguely racist.
Probably
we're
true.
Maybe more speciest.
I mean, I'm like half Fae.
Which is probably why you didn't fall asleep when your friends did.
I mean, that's fair. I also didn't step in the
Oh.
mushrooms.
Or fall into the water. I'm not sure which one of it was. I thought everything was fine now. Anyway, shall we just carry on? I'll walk ahead a bit and I will try and remember if there's anything that is particularly dangerous to, I was about to say your kind, but I think Kai might get mad at me again.
Yeah.
I mean, we
Anything
do
that
have
might be-
names.
Yeah.
Well, yes, but
Almost
You're right.
use mine.
You could call us the Midsummer Night's Dream Team.
Please don't do
I
that.
will not.
Don't do that.
no,
That seems very long. Is there a shorter version of your name?
MDSDT.
MSDT?
no.
Very well, MSDT.
Wellbe.
If you would just like to follow me.
Not a mix up of letters there.
I'm following.
I'm
I've got nothing
following.
better to do, and I'm all across the floor.
Okay.
This is the farthest I've been away. No, it's not. I lied.
You got yourself halfway through the lie. At least that's something.
One more thing before
Probably
we
the
get
farthest.
going.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
Sam, you're off, eh?
I mean, I'm a half elf.
Oh, elves like Fae.
They aren't. I always thought like elves originally came from the Fae, so like it's the same thing.
I don't know. To me, you just said you came from the water lady or something like that.
No, like I mean, if we're going all the way back, like you had Coralon, which is the god of the elves, and he's like the big head honcho that
Sam,
made
Sam,
the Feywild.
Sam, shut up, please.
Okay.
Rosaka just has this pained expression on her face.
I think while they're discussing this, Welby's gonna walk up to Rusalka and just like, hey, also, let me know if you find any more food on the way. Because some of my pockets are empty now and I need to refill them.
I understand. If we get my heart and we get back to the pool, I have you covered.
Yeah. But also on the way.
I probably. Oh, I will also hand Welby back. Like, there's probably like a piece of duck. That's like this. It's just like a chunk of it that I didn't eat.
Like, oh, thanks.
I'm
Awesome.
sorry. This was all.
Now my
Sorry,
pockets
that
are
was all that was left.
Wild,
But I swear,
because-
I have really nice sandwiches and bread back at home.
Wild.
Yes.
Pick a number between 1 and 12.
6.
All right. Rusalka produces, seemingly out of nowhere, a very small wicker basket covered with a gingham sheet. She sort of lifts it up and she grabs some cold meats out of it and hands them to you.
Ooh. That's a neat trick. I'll have to learn that sometime.
You're just full of surprises, Rusalka.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
but
mean-
where did you pull that out from?
I mean, did you create it or did you find it?
the item I
Still.
bought and the place I keep it is not quite here.
What makes it any worse? Let's move on. Let's just move on. I'm getting a headache and possibly two.
So do like things that are there, do they not rot or like go bad as quickly?
They don't exist until the basket makes them.
Ow.
Forever.
But the
food.
basket is somewhere else until I need it, and then I summon it and I send it away again.
Oh. I've heard of things like that.
It's very practical.
Yeah,
Maybe
imagine
someday
having
I'll
one of
learn it.
those filled with medicine. You could, anytime there was an emergency, you could just boop, there it is.
Or swords.
Or
Or books.
mushrooms. Mushrooms whenever you want.
You
Let's
and
take
the
a look
weird
around. Like,
obsession
what do
with
things look
mushrooms.
like where we are?
They look like a perfectly regular forest.
Are we walking and talking?
Yeah, I think
I'm
we're
just,
walking.
I'm
I hope
assuming
so.
you're walking and talking. It was an hour's walk. I'm assuming we're doing the walking and talking unless specified otherwise. Because otherwise we're going to need another 3 episodes on this, and nobody wants that. Because I love you, but I know you're very excited to get class levels.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the little cat paw is just so cute.
So glad you mentioned it, so that we could all have a moment of absolute brain death.
Yeah. No, the thing is, you can't see it on Twitch because of
Oh,
how
that's
tight the
negative.
cameras are. So whenever the rest of us going, oh, look at him like this, it helps to explain that this is in reaction to one of the cutest cats in existence, rather than just all of us consecutively experiencing brain death.
Would be so far off. Oh, fuck,
You know, yeah.
Let's move on.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Man,
Amazing
wow, now that we're
vocabulary right now.
already here. No.
Arriving at a crumbling human church built on a grassy cliffside overlooking a deep wooded ravine, you see a structure where the doors and the roof have rotted away. There's ivy covering the walls that are made of gray stone. Rosalka will briefly pause as she's approaching this church and just have a bit of a wistful look for a moment.
Does she look like she needs a hug?
Kinda, yeah.
I'll give her a hug.
Oh. Thank you.
Hey, I mean, it's no worries. I mean, that's my job, you know, healing hearts and healing bodies, I guess, with
Well,
medicine.
I'd like to recover my heart.
We'll get it back for you.
We spent most of Midsummer's Eve last year at the top of the bell tower. We enjoyed the view, so I think I probably left it up there.
Oh, that seems like
It's
a nice,
actually
safe
really
place to
sweet.
leave it, though.
I hope it's still there.
I'm sure it will be.
Let's go see if it is.
Okay.
So in
Any
front of
death
this.
traps?
Oh, probably not.
I don't like that answer.
I don't
that's
think
a
you
good
like a
point,
lot
Kai.
of things, Kai. That's all right.
It's not true.
Yeah, you don't even like food.
Oh, excuse me, I
food.
do like food.
Kai likes food. I've seen them eat.
Well, I mean, they got mad at my mushrooms. They got mad at my cheese, at my duck.
I mean, in Kai's defense, I was the one that smacked the mushrooms out of your hand.
Yeah.
Ew.
I think everyone agreed you shouldn't eat the moon mushrooms.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, cheese.
Well, I didn't agree, so.
Sorry, moon cheese. You're correct.
Mhm.
All right. So there's a little, like one of those low stone walls that surrounds this church. And Rosalka starts heading towards the front door of this church. And when she crosses into this low stone wall, like onto the church ground proper, you just see her collapse. She's half kneeling on the ground, breath coming in gasps, unable to move forward.
I run over and
Solka.
pull her away from it.
Oh no.
As soon as you pull her out of the stone circle, she's still not. She looks exhausted, but not dying
Okay.
health-wise.
Sam, is there anything you can do?
I mean, I didn't bring any of my medical herbs. I could look around. I'm gonna look by the fence and see if there's any herbs nearby. Probably not. Or anything of note that could have caused this, like poison. Or I think she said something about steel or silver earlier on.
Yep. Roll your perception check.
Okay, we'll do the same.
All right.
I'm gonna stay with her.
I'm gonna offer her cheese and duck. I'm like, whenever I get tired, I eat cheese and food, and really helps me.
That is
Thank
a
you.
17.
15.
15. You don't notice any super useful herbs. It's mainly ivy and grass. Nothing that looks particularly poisonous. You do notice that on the walls of the church that are still standing are religious symbols that have not been overgrown at all.
Do
And
I recognize these symbols? With the acolyte background?
roll your religion check.
Okay.
Mhm.
Cool. Alright, well, that's a whopping 16.
A
With a
whopping
plus
16.
4.
I mean,
thought
that's
it was
still pretty
better.
good. You're not entirely sure what church this deity would have been. I'm completely lost, blanking on the English word. Which deity would have like housed this church? But you know that symbols like that usually signal consecrated ground. You also know Fae don't usually like consecrated ground.
Of course! That makes sense. Wait a minute. That doesn't make sense. That means that this has been this got consecrated in between last midsummer and this midsummer. Because she wouldn't have been hurt. Oh man, this is really... I don't even understand this anymore.
Can Sam make me an intelligence check real quick?
Yeah. Oh goodness. What is my intelligence? I think it's +2. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a 12.
a 12. So, the thing is, Rusalka lost a lot of her strength and abilities when she left her heart behind. So there's a chance last year she was strong enough to enter this area, like she would have been strong enough to help your friends. But not having her heart for a full year has taken quite a toll on her.
Okay. Rizalka, you should stay there. We'll look for the heart. I think... what's a good way to put this? Oh, come on, Samantha.
I don't think you
Come
can
on.
find my heart without me. Or touch it, for that matter. Just,
Well, why couldn't we touch it?
I don't think it's very safe.
I mean, I can use magic.
It's not... My heart isn't a physical thing.
Oh, well, that, I guess, makes sense.
Just, if you could just help me up the stairs.
Of course.
What does it look like so we know it when we see it?
Yeah. Does it look like she'd be able to survive even with assistance to get to the stairs?
She looks like she would survive, like, if you had, like, one strong person under each arm, just the full assistance up the stairs, yes.
Okay.
And Pris has read enough fancy things in her books to know that when she says you couldn't get her heart for her, that it's not a physical thing, it might actually be dangerous for you to be near her heart without her.
Well, I guess I'll help her. I'll take like one arm.
Oh, okay,
Alright.
so we're going in. I was kind of lost with the hard physical thing, or just waited till somebody had a plan?
Well, we need her to help our friends. We need her to be well in order to do so, and that requires getting her heart. So up we go to get her heart. But she needs our help to get up.
The temple's consecrated, and I think without her heart, she's gotten weak enough that it can hurt her.
Oh, I know what that means. Should I scout ahead and look if there's any more symbols on walls?
A good idea.
I mean, unless the heart just blasts me away. Even if it's not
You
a
hear
physical
Rosalka
thing.
behind you. No blasting. Just don't be around it without me for too long.
Or will I notice it when I'm around it?
I think so. It
Right,
just
because I
looks...
don't want to go up the bell tower and then just suddenly die because it was like next to me the entire time and I didn't notice it.
It probably just looks like light.
Oh, I know what light looks like. See you upstairs.
Hey, we're back.
Hey!
Haha!
Hey.
Oh!
Huzzah!
Oh, no. Aha!
As soon as
Uh-huh.
I finished eating, actually.
Good
Perfect
timing.
Perfect.
Just in time to roll a perception check as you're walking up the stairs of a creepy church alone because choices were made.
I will try to be very quiet. I have...
In that case, roll me stealth
Heard
before
enough
you roll
stories.
perception.
Let's go. Don't know why it took me so long to realize. Oh, that's worse. That's a 10 in total.
A 10 stealth.
And a 13 in perception.
13 in perception. Alright.
Very mediocre numbers here.
And I'm grateful for them because it's always fun. Do you go straight up the bell tower or do you look around the church first?
I'll do a sweep over the area, I think.
Alright, quick sweep of the area. You find nothing particularly unusual for a ruined church. You do see one or two more of those symbols on walls on the inside. And pretty tall stairs leading to the bell tower.
Can
The
I
annoyingly
kind of
steep
scratch-
kind that only have a landing every once in a while.
Can I kind of scratch the symbols away? Because they think that's helpful.
You can scratch one or two of the symbols away if you want, yeah.
Well, they will use...
Are you using your fingernails?
No. I just noticed that I can't, unless there's anything like a stone or something lying around there.
I think as you're in front of one of these symbols and you're trying to figure out how to scratch them off without any tools, you feel the nails on your right hand lengthening and your
Oh,
right hand
shit.
getting
No.
a little bigger.
Oh, stop, not now, stop, no.
I have a
go
will
back.
save, please.
Oh god, that's not good. Will, I'm thinking in wisdom?
Wisdom. Yeah,
11.
sorry. I play a lot of Pathfinder. This is going to
Oh,
keep
that's fine.
happening.
That's fine. That's an 11.
An 11. All right, so you're going, stop. No, stop. Your right hand gets a little larger and the fingers get a little shorter, but the nails get very long. And it gets a little fluffy. But if you want, you could use your hand in this form to remove one or two of the symbols.
Alright, been helpful, eh? Okay. I'm gonna take it. And they scratch away.
All right. Your hand does not return to normal after the second symbol.
Fuck. They will go upstairs, very distractedly go upstairs.
All right. You go up the stairs to the bell tower. There's no. It's almost open to the night sky. The wooden rope that made up the belfry is gone. You can actually see stars over your head, and there's this little it's become a balcony. It used to be a wall. It's currently more of a balcony. You see a tiny shining mote of white light hovering in the air. You have the distinct impression that this is the thing you shouldn't be touching.
They will not touch it.
Smart.
And just wait for the others with their hand behind their back.
All right. Sam, are you currently the only one helping Rusalka up the stairs?
I mean, I would definitely ask Pris or Welby to assist.
Oh, I believe I'm helping. I might not be super strong, but with Sam's help, I think I can do it.
Okay. So one of you can roll the strength check required for this.
I'll roll it if you like.
Yes, please.
And I'll give you advantage because Pris is helping you.
Thank goodness, because the first roll was a 6.
Please don't drop her on the stairs.
Hey, all right. That is a 15.
A 15 is enough to help Rusalka up these stairs. She also recognizes the glowing mote as her heart, because it's hers. And she'll rush past Kai. And by rush, I mean pretty much crawl. Mechanically speaking, she has 5 levels of exhaustion, so she's not moving too well.
Oof.
She kneels, cups the light in her hands, and just embraces the light into her chest. You see the light disappear. She just and opens her eyes and looks perfectly fine.
You
No
look so
longer
much better.
tired. Thank you. This is what I needed.
Well, that was easy. I'm so glad that you're reunited with your heart.
I am very grateful for your help. I don't think I could have made it into this church without your assistance.
I mean, happy to help.
Yeah, so we need to go there. I need to go. I have some hunting to do with the bow that I have.
But we're going to go back together and help your friends, right?
I assume you could just get there now.
I thought you would want to see your friends reawakened and take them back to your village together.
I have the fullest trust in Pris and Sam and Welby, and you, of course. I need
Do
to.
you even know your way home from here?
Sure,
We did
I do.
travel quite a long way, but
I know where we are. I know woods.
are you
Are
sure?
you sure? I mean,
I'm very sure. I am so sure. Even a sure man would say I'm sure.
can I insight check this?
I would love
No,
for
you
you
can't.
to. Kai, either roll. Let me think. I really did just play Pathfinder, so I'm really deception, or I was thinking about the other one because it's not diplomacy, right?
Beat a 9. And that's with a +5.
Do I want to roll that?
Do you? I mean, you can also, admit you're being shifty as fuck, or
I'm gonna give myself disadvantage. Let the dice.
that seems fair.
Jeez. Oh, thank God. That is, I believe. Where's the deception here? That's a 10.
A 10.
Aha!
So Sam, he looks a little unsure of him. They look a little unsure of themselves. But it's Kai. They're a little weird in general. This is probably fine.
Yeah, I mean, I have full confidence that
Yeah.
they can handle themselves. So I will give a
They're the
plus-
hunting apprentice. If anyone can make it through these woods, it's them.
Yeah, I mean, Kai comes into the woods with me when I go searching for medicine, so you know.
Yeah.
All right. I guess we'll see you back at the town.
Absolutely, I am gonna be there so fast you won't even know I'm gone.
I mean, I will know you're gone because we're going separately. But
Oh yeah, see.
if you don't come back, like how long is it gonna take you to get there?
How long is it going to take me to get there?
Hours, many hours. That
Technically, any longer span of time can be defined by many hours.
yeah, no, but that tree stride spell, it went for a minute, and every tree was 500 foot away from the next tree. That took miles off of your journey. This is an area of which you haven't actually been in before. You'll be back if you don't take any breaks no earlier than midday, provided you don't get lost.
Give me like a day or something, and if I'm not there, then tell Haunted Lady I'm very sorry for the bow thing.
I mean, do you just have the bow? Is that it?
I've got arrows.
I'm gonna pull out my dagger and just hand it out to them.
Oh, thanks. I'm gonna take that one.
I mean, you can just return it when you get back to town.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it back.
So
Which hand did they use to grab it? Was it the one they're not
left
hiding
Kai,
behind?
wait, Kai, what if just won't you let her take us closer to town so you're not so far out, please?
How quick is that?
I mean, the same way back, avoiding, now that I remember the grass, and considering the interest he took in you, that's a little concerning. Probably avoid Knockin. An hour or two?
Alright, now I'm out of here. Goodbye, I'm gonna go down now. Right, bye. Ciao, bye. Gonna go down, and they go down.
Okay, so as you're walking down these stairs, Rosalka rushes after you and just, okay, Kai, wait. I think I know why you're leaving so suddenly.
Alright.
And I owe you all. I would not have made it up this tower without your assistance. So what if I give you something to help you for a
You can
little
do that.
while? Just, well, a few times. I can't just spend all my energy. I have other promises to keep, but I can help you now while you learn
Learn what?
how to deal with
I mean, I know
Your
how to deal with it.
situation.
We just need to find like a priest or something.
Sure. Do you know any priests?
But no, that's why I need to find him.
Exactly. Do you think no one's gonna notice anything while you're looking?
I didn't really think. All right, now if you can make this better, I'm glad and fine with that. I'm gonna take it.
Well, better is a very loaded term. I can.
You're doing the thing again where you're saying something, saying it in that tone where you say something and you don't really mean it. I mean something else, like the death trap thing.
It's not. Look, take this. And she hands you a small bracelet with 3 charms on it.
All right.
When you need
take
to, break one of the charms.
All right. They snap it on. And immediately break one with the charms.
Your hand returns to normal.
Oh, thankful. That's. Thank you. I think.
welcome.
Still thinking about that better part of the sentence.
No, I can't make this all go away. I'm not a priest. I'm not even quite from your plane. I also, I understand
What's,
your.
oh, never mind.
I understand you live among more narrow-minded people, but a lot of us would have no problem with what's happened to you. There's ways to deal with it that don't involve finding a priest and fixing things. Maybe not everything needs fixing.
I'm pretty fucking sure this one does. So that's a fixing thing if I ever saw one.
All right. That's what you want. I think your friends are coming.
Oh. Hey, hello. Change of plans. Arrows I had were... Bro, no, fuck it, I'm just changing my plans. Change my mind. Let's go.
Okay.
All right, do I get my dagger back?
Oh yeah, right here.
Oh, cool, thanks. Well, I'm glad to have you back with us. Was gonna miss that nice Kai charm, I guess.
Even though I'm not stupid enough to fall for that one.
You can see Rosalka rolling her eyes when you say charm and Kai in the same sentence.
I sort of look over to
Thanks.
Rosalka and I just, thank you. I don't know what she did, but thank you.
A lot of understanding. All right. Unless there's anything you desperately desire to do on your way back. Rosalka finds no other foodstuffs for you, Welby. I'm very sorry.
Oh.
But she successfully guides you around the creepy hungry grass. Manages to activate the second tree strike spell Aspen gave her, and lead you directly back to her pond, skipping over Party Meadow, so you don't have to feast knocking again. And as you reach her glade and her little bit of water, we're currently, with everything that's happened, the sky's starting to lighten. It's not dawn yet, but it's getting there. She bends over Bridget and Allie, and as she touches them, they wake up, but they're pretty out of it. They're conscious, but not all the way awake yet. It'll wear off. They were sleeping for quite a while. And with this, our deal is done. I will give you all my thanks. And I already gave Kai a gift as a token of my gratitude. I'd like to offer the rest of you something as well. Welby, I know you had an eye on my basket.
Yeah.
You're not getting mine, but I can give you something similar.
Can I get my mushrooms?
And she gives you this little earthenware bowl. It's empty. And she just says, if you say the word, it'll fill with mushrooms.
Yeah.
It doesn't work forever, so don't use it all at once.
Oh, well. Thank you. I get mushrooms.
As soon as you say, I get mushrooms, it goes, and there's just mushrooms in your little bowl.
That's so cool, Welby.
Want some?
They're not gonna give me hooves, are they?
Won't know till you try.
Okay, I'll try one.
You try one of the mushrooms?
Yes.
Can I have a charisma saving throw, please?
Oh, good. Great. fine.
I didn't think any of you would be dumb enough to eat the mushrooms other than Welby.
Welby, I was.
Why did you think that?
It's rude to offer. That's fine. Hold on. Really? Okay, why dice are we like this today? I cannot roll above a 10 today, apparently. So that's a... Oh, that's a 10.
A 10. Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Hang on.
no. I'm all for this
I
already.
hate this.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, great.
Oh no!
What items are you carrying?
Nothing. I don't... she has a dagger on her, and that's about... I believe...
A
and some of
lantern.
the lanterns, and some lanterns, and that's
Alright.
about it.
Let's see. Even dagger, uneven lantern. That is a 16. Your dagger turns into a flute.
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing!
Oh, you got a good one.
That's so cool! Oh! Welby, remind me not to eat another one of your mushrooms, but... Wow! And I sort of pull it out and play a little ditty on it.
Do magic flute?
Yes.
It plays like a regular flute.
Amazing.
Well, I was gonna have a mushroom, and now I definitely do not want one.
But
Rosalka has this disgusting smirk on her face that looks suspiciously like mine.
Weird, so strange.
Sam, is there anything in particular you'd like me to do for you?
Oh. Well, tonight has opened my eyes to, all sorts of crazy things. And I guess I should change something big about myself to show that to make it memorable. So, could you give me a different voice?
Certainly. Was there... do you want me to take someone's voice and give it to you? Or just different?
Just different?
Can do that. She walks over to her little pool, fills a small cup with water from her pool, hands it to you. You drink this? Preferably
I'll drink
before
it.
dawn. You drink? Yeah. Right, hydrate.
How do I feel when I drink it?
What
What does it taste like? This is magic water.
It doesn't actually taste like water. It's much too sweet to be regular water. It's like one of those really sweet berry juices.
Okay.
It just looks like water. It really isn't. It's just like a really sweet berry juice that, but not the kind that sort of sticks to the back of your tongue, the nice kind. And again, your voice is changed.
Did it work?
That is so much better.
I believe it did.
I'm so grateful you did that.
I plug my ears and start talking out loud, trying to. Is this how I sound now? Is this it? Is it working?
Yes, I went for the setting local radio voice.
Wow.
Oh, sir, what's the weather? Sorry.
Thank you.
Quite welcome. Yours is permanent since it was so simple. The others might wear off. Pris, I have this for you.
Uh-huh.
And you get a little bracelet that looks to be woven from her hair.
Oh.
That also has 3 little charms on it. I didn't know if there was anything very particular you needed, so this one's more of a good luck charm. I'm sorry, the cat is super distracting.
Just
Once again, brain deaf in shores.
yep.
You'd be
the
surprised how
smacking
often
of
I
the
use
face,
that
like
subtitle
hello.
in my life.
It's my favorite. Oh, thank you. This is so lovely. I didn't need anything, but
Oh, but
I'll
you
treasure this.
You deserve it.
Thank you. It's very kind of you.
Well, I'm sure people in your village are worried. I'm about to return to my pool, so you're welcome to hang out. But I won't
No,
be here.
You're right. We should be getting back. I'm sure my dads are worried.
Can we come back and visit you sometime?
I would like
Yes.
that. I mean, I'm not allowed to. I can only leave once a year, but if you'd come visit, that'd be very welcome.
Yeah,
Of course, we'll come visit.
This was fun. Next time we should join your dinner party.
Perhaps when it's just me and Aspen.
Or next year, perhaps you could visit our town and celebrate with us.
Sam, that's such a great idea. You should. We have the most fun festival. It may not be as magical as the one that you all throw, but it's lovely and the people are very nice.
It's got shit rules.
That sounds really fun, actually. I mean, if I don't find the succubus again, I'd be happy to join you.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little sad we didn't get to meet the succubus this year, but
Well,
I mean,
again, you know, some things are less suitable for mortals.
that's fair. That's probably true. Still, it was nice. This was scary, but nice.
There's a lot of good food.
Yeah.
Now you have more.
I love the mushrooms. Anyone else want one? No?
Odds or evens, Welby?
Oh.
Odds or evens?
Evens.
Okay,
You know
I'm
it's
not
gonna be good when the DM goes like this.
Well, luckily it was odds, so I'm not gonna have a mushroom.
He has a magical basket that keeps making them. One of you will succumb eventually. Or hydrate, like the adult that I am.
Oh, yep. I'm going to check on Aliona. I think that sounds like my job. Oh, yep, I hear her waking up. Goodbye.
All right, you awkwardly scurry off to Aliona and Aunt Bridget. Oh, poor Bridget. It's always Aunt Bridget.
Yep.
Well, it's because phonetically A comes before B.
No, that must be it. It's not all because Aliona's more popular than Bridget. Never mind.
How it's always been, even in school.
She's her own person, you know.
She's
Yes,
a
she
fully
isn't.
fleshed out three-dimensional NPC with wants and desires.
She's not just here to be your backdrop. Anyway, I'd be happy to say you managed to find your way home without any incidents. Allie and Bridget's family are incredibly grateful. And we can probably take a break here.
Beautiful.
Yay!
Exactly midway.
Yay.
So-
Good.
My party darlings, I don't expect you to deal with everything over the break, but you do go level up.
Oh,
Ooh.
what
Start
will we
your-
be?
Start your plotting and your planning.
Full party of wizards. Let's go.
Yes, Kay is in
Uh,
fact a wizard.
I believe
Back
it.
in 10.
All
Yes.
breakers.
All right.
Yes, because there's so many of us who could actually have the stats for a wizard.
Those that stats are, you know, a nice
That's
backdrop.
bullshit.
Muted. Things people may live to regret every single time. Welcome back. Our darling players got distracted leveling, even though we said we weren't going to. So maybe it's nice if they go around and they mention the class they picked. So we'll start top left again for me. So Sam.
Hi, everybody. Wait, we need to do warm fuzzies first.
Right,
yeah, we were gonna
doing
do warm
warm
fuzzies.
and then the stream died. You're entirely correct.
I bought myself another minute to go change my class again.
Going in order of a list I was given that is not alphabetical and it's killing me. Let's start with Bel Chavez.
El Chavez. Woo!
Bill Chavez!
See, this would suggest it's alphabetical, but it isn't because the next one's Christina.
Christina.
And then you have Sev,
Sev.
Quincy.
Quincy.
See, all of this was alphabetical, but then suddenly we loop back around to Andrew.
Fellowship of the Table.
Fellowship of the
Gives
Table.
the Wiki
It's got a special place,
Mancer.
not just in our hearts, but also in our lists.
And then closing us out, once again, ignoring any semblance of order, Patrick.
Patrick PJ.
PJ. There we go. Shout it out. The internet kinda held.
Nice.
I think. I think
It looked like we were kind of jumping, but
yeah, that's fine.
go.
Hi,
Okay.
everybody. I'm Graham.
Maybe.
I'm playing Sam, and I'm your favorite one-of-a-kind cleric.
Any particular kind of cleric?
You'll have to wait and see.
All right. Ratcheting up the tension. I like it. Kai, what are you?
I mean, I love the forest, so take a guess. It's Druid. Plans. Shit. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Welby,
Right.
personal favorite. I should have favorites, but I have a favorite. I'm sorry.
No, that's fair. That's 100% fair.
So Welby doesn't know, but they are a warlock.
Can you hint to your patron?
Yes, it's one of the archfey, similar to how Welby looks.
So excited. So excited. I know who your patron is. All right, Chris.
Chris, that's me. Well, you know, one would expect the librarian who loves books to be interested in other classes that utilize books a lot, but no, your friendly neighborhood tiefling has decided that the dagger that turned into a flute was a sign, and she is our resident bard.
It wasn't just the flute. It was the excellent singing.
Oh yeah, there was
and
that
the
too.
flute. I love it.
Definitely wasn't planned at all.
No, none of it. I mean, I know there were some people who had other considerations, but I think this is a very, very good group. All right. Let me kickstart this music again as we head back into the game. There we go. So, after your little outing, use a nice little euphemism. You return back to Afonwen with Bridget and Allie. You drop them off with their incredibly grateful parents. What's next?
Well, I suppose I should be going to bed.
I
That was
need
in
to give
character,
a
not
bourbon.
out of character.
Oh. Oh.
We figured there was a slight change in intonation. It's a little bit like Sam. Sam's voice is a little like Graham meets Kirk.
I've seen exactly one Star Trek episode. I think I can
One more than I did.
understand.
Oh yes, Kirk.
Noobs,
That's
get
the
on my level. I've seen all of
Sith,
them.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, what, 3 in the morning? 4, 5, 6, 7?
Yeah,
7?
about 4 or 5 in the morning.
Yeah, way past my bedtime.
Some people in town are starting to get up again. Some of them with rather severe hangovers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the inn and I'm gonna sleep.
That's a good idea. Though I'll need to give back a bow first and know if she's either still up or up again.
Yeah, that sounds like a wonderful idea. I'm going to sleep. I am absolutely tired. And have a good night.
If Sam is going to the
No.
inn, then I'd be heading back with him. Because that's where I stay. That's where my dads are.
So you don't just stay there, you live there.
I live at the inn.
Well,
All right.
Well, I'm just gonna find myself a nice patch of grass to sleep in. Do you think they still have food at the party?
No, it's been cleared away.
Oh, I was gonna bring Welby some things from the kitchen. So I would have headed back to the inn and then rushed out with like a platter of probably leftovers from the feast and a couple of like jars of like pickled beans and things that I just had. And thank you for sharing your food with me when I was super hungry here. Like I promised.
Thanks. Awesome. And food is for sharing.
It is for sharing.
That's right. I just got really lucky and found a big plate that people shared with me.
You always get... I was going to say you're always on the lucky side, but I know that's not true. But thank you for your help tonight.
Yeah,
Good one,
I appreciate it.
It was fun hanging out with y'all. I
You
managed to eat some
too.
really good mushrooms.
I got a flute. I was scared of the mushrooms, but they're not all that bad.
Sam has a nice new voice.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Kai is Kai. So, yeah. That was really fun.
Well, I look forward to what tomorrow brings. Have a good night, you two.
Kai, are you going to be okay?
I'm gonna be fine.
Okay.
Not.
Have a good night.
Well, maybe not sleep on that, or else that's itchy in the morning.
Okay. And I understand why you didn't want me to eat the mushrooms. As a peace offering, here, want a mushroom?
I do not want a mushroom.
Oh, so no peace then. Okay.
I do want a piece.
Oh, okay.
The
Here you go.
piece. The piece. Not a piece of a mushroom.
What? I don't understand. So, yes?
Yeah. Give me the mushroom.
Here you
And
go.
I'll just... They just give it to Chris. But that's like peace all around. All the peace.
We'll take it and pocket it for another time.
For later.
And Moby will try one of their mushrooms. Mm-hmm.
All right. So Sam, Pris are heading to the inn. Welby, you've been warned against this particular patch of grass we're sleeping in. But even though they've cleared away the food, there's still like some sitting areas where you could grab some pillows and make a little blanket fort for yourself.
Then I'll definitely
Hounds baying in the distance.
I'll make a little tent. Yeah. Maybe scrounge up one of the there's a leftover tablecloth or something like that. And, make myself a pillow and all that.
Yeah. There was some fair amount. You know how at the end of the party, when you've also had too much to drink, you clear away the essential items and the rest you look at and you're going, I'll do that tomorrow, and it's going to take you 3 days to actually do all of it.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely tablecloths. All right. Kai.
Yep.
What's the plan?
They have trepidations, but they will approach the house in which Kaza. I know how it's spelled, I just don't know how to pronounce. In which
I
case
change it every time just to fuck with you, so you might get used to
I thought you did.
it. Sorry.
I still don't know if you actually did do it or not. So it's fine. Yeah, they will, which is it's very surprising for them, carefully knock. Since there was at least an arrow incident when they didn't.
Look, she's a hunter. You startled her. She
You
said
didn't
she was
sleep with your
sorry.
bow by the bedside.
I mean, wouldn't you?
Yes, I wouldn't.
She said she was sorry. Sam patched you up. Lesson learned. You carefully knock, and Kaisa answers, and you can enter if you wish.
I've got a bow to bring back.
Hi, great. Close door behind you. Great. Put the bow anywhere. Look. Remember that thing that happened to you that led to the other thing that happens to you? Yeah. Okay, so I think...
No, I forgot. What do you think? Of
Do
course
you
I
drop the
remember. What
attitude for
stupid-
5 minutes, Kai?
No.
Trying to help you.
Alright. Get
Thank
on
you.
there.
So, I heard of something, someone who can probably help you. They're not technically a priest, but apparently they deal with this sort of thing a lot, and they're closer by than the nearest priest. Her name's Callista.
It's not a succubus, is it? Still don't know what that is. Sorry, get on.
Why would I send you to Succubus?
I don't know what that is, so...
Okay. Oh, God. Oh. Why am I the one who has to teach you this thing? Okay, a succubus is a sex demon. Stay away unless you really want to, in which case, make a will before you go. Anywho.
That's not difficult. What it all... That's not that difficult.
They eat your soul, amongst other things. It's an enjoyable death. All right, let's leave it at that. If you want to die, it's a good way to go. Anyway, Callista lives or is currently at the Octodorus Township, which is reasonably far, but closer than the priest. You know? So
Okay.
maybe go there. Also, maybe don't go alone, because even though you're moderately capable, it's not a very...
Side praise.
It is, actually. Just, don't go alone. Also, because of, in case the thing happens and you can't, someone else should, and I would go with you, but I need to stay with this village because apparently there's something out there that we need to deal with. You know?
Yeah. I'm gonna go in the morning.
That's fine. I understand you had an interesting evening. I saw you come back, at least with Allie and Bridget. I'm both intensely curious as to what happened and why you're suddenly inquiring about succubi, and at the same time, I don't think I want to know.
I mean, there was this church, alright? And there was this weird skeleton, and it did a thing, and it made everybody like incredibly hungry. And there was, I think we went in a
That
tree
doesn't
and
sound like a
ate
succubus at
mushrooms
all.
at some point. No, the succubus wasn't there. It was just brought up.
By the skeleton?
No, but Pris, or was it the water lady? She wasn't like all. No, she wasn't more stuff there. She was just the water lady.
There was a water lady.
Yeah,
I thought they went looking for a fern.
Yeah, they're stupid. But that kind of fern doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm. Maybe just... Okay, how about just a summary in 5 sentences that actually starts at the beginning, has a logical middle, and the conclusion?
Went in the woods, people fell down, took a water lady to a church, went through a festival, she got something back and gave me this thing here.
Huh. Right. I'll go talk to Chris in the morning, thank you.
That's probably a better idea.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for trying. Thank you for not losing my bow.
I won't lose a bow.
Thank you for not dying and leaving my bow in the forest without anyone to retrieve it.
You're welcome.
Great. Excellent. Get out. I'm hungover.
Are you up again or still
Yes.
up? That doesn't make sense.
Out.
Right, goodbye.
All right. Where do you go? What do you do?
It just occurred to me that they usually sleep at her place.
This is true.
And they just got kicked out.
They did. Yeah.
They kind of stop in front of the house, and you can see the realization going on in their face. Like, what the fuck? They will, after a few minutes of careful consideration, move to the inn and kind of do the thing where they go in front of Pris's window and kind of throw like little rocks up there. But the rocks aren't that little, and honestly, they're not that good. Oh, they actually are. And they kind of just hit the window every time. It's just like a bonk, 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 bonk.
I'll go to the window and open it. Kai, what do you want?
I got kind of kicked out. I wanted to ask if I could stay here, but they're not.
Sure, of course. I don't know if we have any rooms. The inn gets filled up this time of year, but you can always stay in my room if you want.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, come on up.
Alright, they will kind of just, if that's possible, kind of just climb into the window.
Oh,
I want to
I
be
was...
a terrible, terrible person and make you make a climb check.
That's fine. I presume you mean acrobatics or?
Yes. Well, Unless you're parkouring up, I think it's athletics.
I kind of want to parkour up.
Pretty sure it's athletics. You know, the strength-based one.
Yeah. I'm shit at that. I am very shit at that. I rolled a -1. Yeah. Oh, I rolled a 3.
A 3.
A 3.
So
That's
how
not a
does
3,
your
but
rather spectacular failure look?
They just kind of run face first into the wall. Well, I'm gonna go up. Oh,
Oh,
that's not
you can
a
use
handle.
the doors open. You know what? I'll come downstairs and meet you.
Don't patronize me. I just kind of didn't think that was the
Okay.
shortest way. And normally, when you go around, there's not a door there or a wall there. There's just. I'm just gonna come up there.
Okay, yeah. The door's open.
All right.
They will move to Pris's room,
Admitting defeat.
admitting defeat very quietly.
All right.
Foot on wall. There's never a foot on wall there.
All right. So you all find yourself at rest. Sam, you're just out cold, basically. Very soundly asleep. Pris is having pretty happy dreams filled with music. Welby, where do you end up falling asleep?
I think because of the slight tensions between Kai and Welby, they do technically take Kai's advice to not sleep in that circle, but they're like right on the edge of it. It's like,
Just-
I'm technically not in a circle.
Out of just like you're listening to them, but you're also trying to stick it to them.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit. All right. So as you fall asleep, just on the outside of that circle, you end up having a dream that is based in a memory from years ago, from before everything happened that got you into so much trouble with this town. You remember that trip you took into the forest looking for a fairy tale of your own? You seem to remember that stranger you met. And even though you still don't remember what their face looked like, but only that strange blue tongue you kept seeing, it somehow ends before the deal was struck. And they vanish. You look around you, and you're not in the forest you started in. You're in a much more magical place. Grass is purple. Trees are bigger and taller than you've ever seen them, and they seem to loom over you. They don't go straight up into the sky, they bend towards you wherever you move. And you're just walking and walking. And you're seeing all these fabulous little creatures. Some have 4 eyes, some have none. Some have more teeth than should fit in their mouths. And you're starting to feel unsettled. Like something's expected of you, but you're not quite sure what it is. At one point you come to this beautiful fairy circle, these very nice stereotypical fall mushrooms, the ones with the little red caps and the little white dots and the nice white stems. What do?
I think Welby cautiously approaches the fairy circle, sniffing the mushrooms, trying to determine if they're edible. Like, how big are these mushrooms?
The smallest mushroom is roughly the size of your head.
So, I'm gonna take a look around, see if anyone's watching, and like, try to break off a piece of the mushroom, start nibbling on it.
All right, you start nibbling on this mushroom. It is one of the best things you've ever tasted.
Nice. So then I'd start breaking off pieces and putting it in my pocket.
Okay. This is from the outside of the circle?
I mean, unless there's something better inside.
Just purple grass.
Then yeah.
All right. So you're breaking pieces of these mushrooms and stuffing your pockets, and I'm assuming occasionally sneaking a bite.
Of course.
It's still a dream. It's you know how you sometimes you're dreaming.
Mm-hmm.
You're shouldn't lie to you. You're pretty sure you're dreaming.
Okay.
About 80% sure you're dreaming. As you're stuffing all these things in your pockets, you see humanoid figures moving at the edge of your vision. Some are wearing cloaks. Some seem to have wings. And every time you even if you try to focus your eyes on them, they seem to be gone. And from behind you, you hear a voice. Oh, I knew I was going to have fun with you. Now remember, we made a deal. I'm going to need you to get on the road. Don't hang around the Funland. I think we played our biggest prank there. We've peaked. We need new vistas, other people. We need to go have fun somewhere else. Off you toddle. And as he finishes that sentence, dream fades. And you have a perfectly restful rest of the evening. And in the morning, you all wake up well rested and with class levels. What's the plan?
Well, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna write in my medical journal and like do sketches of like the mushrooms that Welby ate, of the Fae we met, and I'll probably take like 2 hours to just like draw the tower. And I think Sam is very good at kind of sketching, so I think he would sketch everything. I would sketch like everything that I did the previous day. And then, like, put in the margins, like, notes. And then I don't think I had any plans. I assumed I was going to be hungover today.
Yeah, you're shockingly fit for the day after the shortest night of the year.
Yeah, so I will go out in town, I guess, and see what's happening.
All right, so mechanical question. DM to player.
Yep.
You picked cleric.
Yes.
We discussed not necessarily choosing a deity, but more the concept of the life domain.
Yeah, so I ended up going with light.
Light instead of
And
because you wanted fireballs, right?
But also, I think that it was inspired by the light of the heart.
The heart of Rosalka.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Which leads me to the question. You already have access to cantrips right now?
Yes.
What would you consider Sam's holy symbol to be?
Ooh, I think Sam's holy symbol is a locket that his parents gave to him before he left.
That's adorable.
And I
So-
think it's like a mix of like steel and pewter, and it was probably something like they probably bought the locket the first time they ever came to Affenwen when he was like a child.
Mhm.
And the picture was added before he left.
I'm just picturing this baby picture of Sam with like no front teeth.
Oh no, it's got like all his brothers and sisters,
Oh god, the whole herd.
the whole herd.
Nice. So you're a lot. Does your look different now that it's a holy symbol?
I think that when Sam opens the locket now, it has kind of a sheen, like when sunlight kind of ripples on the top of water.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, the metal itself kind of has this rippling incandescence to it.
Nice. All right. So basically, you do your medical homework in the morning. In Pris's, in the inn, or do you go to the library, or?
I think I do it just in my room in the inn.
Okay.
Yeah, that way no one can like barge in and call me a nerd.
Technically, give me 1 or 2 sessions though. Chris and Kai. I would suggestively ask what's going on in your room, but I know neither of you is like that.
So, I don't know when Pris would wake, but Kai would probably wake pretty early, like as early as it is possible medically.
Pris would normally is an early riser, but is sleeping in this morning. It was that last night took a lot. It was a late night for her.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Kai still needs 8 hours to avoid exhaustion.
They're an elf, I believe it's 4.
4.
Chance or something. Yeah, as I said, as early as it is medically possible.
Okay.
So they kind of just stand there in the room. It's that weird thing when you wake up, like after having slept somewhere and nobody's awake and you don't really know what to do with yourself.
Yeah.
And they kind of just stand in the room and look over to Pris.
Sound asleep.
Then
Possibly snoring lightly.
It's a very
and-
cute snore.
It's a very musical, adorable snore. Like the baby Pegasus in Hercules.
Aw.
It is the cutest snoring creature. That one. She knows who I mean.
Anyway, and they don't really look like they want to wake her, so they pick a piece of paper. I imagine there's paper and pencils around Almas. Okay. And in this kind of very crude, not childlike handwriting, but not advanced handwriting either, just kind of like, I'm gonna go for a walk. I'll be back. And just put it, I don't know, somewhere where Pris will see it. Does he have like a pinboard or something?
Not necessarily. Probably near the wash bowl.
Okay. They will just.
Some
pin it
people wash their
in there.
faces when they wake up.
Terrible. Some people have obviously never survived out in the wilderness.
I mean, you were
Okay.
around for her stealth checks last night. She's not a wildernessy
true.
person necessarily. She is absolutely wonderful at research, though,
True.
and an excellent singer.
Also true. Okay. I was just waiting if there was another compliment waiting there. And then they will go.
Excellent
for a
flautist. Sorry.
I
Okay,
will
good now. Good now.
jump through the screen and strangle you.
You know where I live.
I know the country where you live. It's quite a big country there. I'm quite capable though. Right, let's move on. We are currently role playing. Hello, people. They will
take a walk in the forest, and it's not the hour where there's nothing awake, because that's kind of a creepy hour, but it's the hour where everything is now awake and kind of going about its business, and they just walk through very unobtrusively. I don't know if there are pathways there, but they would purposely be avoiding those and kind of just go through the wilderness. And at some point, they kind of halt in front of some kind of large tree. That's, I don't know, say an oak.
Okay.
Kind of put their hand against the oak and just close their eyes. And for a second, they kind of just take in their surroundings, kind of smell the forest, hear all the sounds, much more than they could hear before. They kind of just seem a bit awestruck for a second. After a few minutes of this, actually, they open their eyes and just pull their hand away from the tree, and at this moment, the leaves fall, and they are not just colored normally, but colored in basically every color of the rainbow, kind of swirl around them, around their hand, and they just look not really surprised at their hand, but took you long enough, eh? See, that's right when it does that, like when it does the other thing. And after that, they will go back into the inn and search for any of the other three.
I assume Pris is awake at some point.
Yes.
All of a sudden.
When Pris does eventually get up and sees the note from Kai, and when she goes to splash her face, she's going to take a moment in the morning to sort of pull out her flute and her new flute and twiddle around with it for a little bit and make some noise. And then she sort of like strokes it like softly, and she's gonna go under her bed, and under her bed is like a small chest, and she's gonna I pull that out and I open it up, and there's not a lot in there. There's just there's some fabric in bright colors and a small lute that looks worn. Some like filigree details that were painted in painted in garish colors, and I pluck at the strings on that a little bit too. See how it sounds. And I'm going to put the flute next to it.
Oddly enough, after all this time, the lute is in tune.
Well, I was gonna she was gonna put the flute right next to it in the chest, and then thinks better of it and pulls out the flute and pulls out the lute and sort of sets them up on the desk on top of a stack of books, both of them kind of displayed nicely, and then pushes the chest back under. And then, humming a little tune, I head downstairs to say hi to my dads, get some breakfast.
Your dads, like every year, are like normally it's this impressively cooked breakfast, but they know how they get on Midsummer's Eve. It starts with chess, it ends with the middle part is ridiculous dancing, and then they end up with the standard slow dancing, stealing a bottle of berry wine and sneaking off together. So your dads are, to say they're awake is a generous term. They are incredibly hungover. But they have that standard, they're just sickeningly affectionate. Again, or rather always, but they clearly had like, this is their annual date night. It's oh, it's so nice. The whole town is celebrating how much we love each other. But they know this happens. So breakfast is pre-prepared. It's not a cooked breakfast. It's cold cuts. It's bread that was already ready. It's the very simplified version. And Elias is just sort of like this a lot, because he handles his liquor like out of the two of them. It's harder for him. While Medron just sort of comes bringing him tea and patting him on the back. And Elias is just going, okay, so next year we're going to go down to 1 bottle instead of 2. And Matters is like,
that every year.
Matters is like, you said that last year, drink your tea.
Here, let me help. Another good night last night?
It was very nice.
Oh, good.
I may have to, so we went up on one of the roofs to look at the stock. It was easier 10 years ago. It's tradition. I know we're pretty much offline, but we're gonna keep going. It'll be fine. I'll just rest and drink my tea. And I'm glad you came home safe.
Yeah.
We were worried.
I know, I'm sorry. Sam had wandered off with Bridget and Alice and Allie, and I wanted to make sure they were okay. It turned out to be more of an adventure than I had anticipated, but it was good.
I want to hear everything, but maybe in a few hours.
And I will have breakfast and, help them serve breakfast to some of the others as people wander down. And
it helps that everyone in the inn was at the festival. So there's just this general state of post-festival, I should have made better choices. But it was worth it. All right. Welby. You wake up. There's like this 2 by 2 inch square on your back that's itching because you have rolled into the hatch you were warned about with your butt by being stubborn.
I'm guessing there are people around. How close to town was I?
You were pretty close to town.
I'm guessing I could smell people cooking breakfast and whatnot.
Yes.
Wake up.
You actually, I'm pretty sure you wake up to the sound of a goat eating grass right next to your head. As Allie has been, it's a word. Let's just say punished by her parents for sneaking out at the festival, and she has morning shift for the rest of the month. And she's herding her goats to the outside paddocks. Allie's looking rough, y'all.
I give the goat a pat on the head. Then, remembering my dream, I start feeling for my pockets to see if I still have those mushrooms that I collected. Those mushroom
You
pieces.
do not have the mushrooms you collected in your dream. You also don't have goat's feet. You've fluffy little halfling feet.
No, no more clip clop. Oh well.
Yeah, eat more
That's
mushrooms. Who knows?
fun.
They might come back.
For now, they're going to. Well, he's gonna sit down, and with some of the food that Pris gave him last night, make himself a little breakfast and just watch the goat herd do their thing. It's fun. Just
Allie's like
watching.
side eyeing you because she saw you on the way back from back to town this morning. You sort of keep going.
He just waves. And yells out, "You want a mushroom?"
She sort of. No, God, no. No, no food.
The food's the best. It cures everything.
She turns from you and vomits in the grass.
Oh. Oh no.
And then chases her goats away from, what they consider to be breakfast. Sorry, I love goats, but they're disgusting creatures. They eat everything. You do still have your little earthenware bowl.
Yeah. They don't want to use it too much just yet because they know it'll run out. So, I think once I finish breakfast, I'll probably just wander into town to see what's going on, just to take in the sights.
Pretty chill morning. I think you see by now Kai roughly returning from the forest as well. Sam's just being a nerd in his room, so we wouldn't see him.
Well, I was writing for about an hour, and then I would have gone out into the town.
Out into town. Okay. So there's lots of people wandering around. There's a lot of people that are trying to do their regular jobs, even though they only had 4 hours of sleep and more alcohol than was good for them. It's a very subdued morning. Everyone's being a little more quiet than usual.
As Kay sees Welby, I kind of just wave to them and then gesture for them to come closer.
I'll walk up to Kay. Like,
Oh,
"Hey,
I've got something to discuss with all of you.
do you have breakfast yet?"
Oh, didn't actually. Let's go to the tavern. Maybe we can find Chris and Stan.
Can't have a discussion without breakfast. Or food.
Yeah. Oh, actually agree with that.
So what are you doing in the forest?
Oh, taking a walk.
Do you always wake up so early?
Well, mostly, yeah.
Oh. But you didn't eat food first?
Oh, forgot.
What? No, it's not possible. You can't forget food.
Some things are unthinkable. And they still happen.
I'll take your word for it.
I mean, you were there yesterday.
Oh, so it wasn't a dream. I thought since my goat legs were gone...
I hope not.
Well,
If it was, we had the same fever dream.
I mean... I did have a really good dream where I had some really good mushrooms.
What the why are you... What the... You do know there's other foods next to mushrooms, yeah?
What do you mean? Mushrooms go with everything.
They really don't.
I feel like everything complements mushrooms.
Oh, look, the tavern. How about we have to continue this discussion another time? Okay, we'll turn to the tavern and slam open the doors. Please! Please!
Oh, I'm.
Half of the people inside the tavern going, shh.
Oh, shut up. Handle your liquor, don't.
Kai, come in. You don't have to. It's okay.
But honestly, I thought we were still in your bed.
No.
Good
I
morning.
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 Oh, well, I was looking for you.
I mean, it was right here. Just
I
Having
wasn't
some
very good at looking.
breakfast. Which you need also. I know you left without having breakfast.
Oh no, I'm very hungry, and it wasn't a good idea for me.
I'll fetch the plates.
Thanks.
So it wasn't a dream. Your voice did change, Sam.
yeah. I mean, it did change. Yeah, that is correct. It did change. I wrote in my journal. I'll pull out my journal and I'll show the pictures.
As you're
Little goat
speaking,
legs.
yeah, no, as you're speaking, there's a number of people going, the hell did he do to his voice? I don't know. It's he's trying to sound more mature or something. There's just this undercurrent of gossip about what you've done to your voice and why.
Well, you know what they say. What happens in the woods stays in the woods.
Do they? Oh no.
You do know that that's my last name, yeah?
Woods?
Yeah.
Wait, really?
What, didn't you know that? I mean, I guess I know introduce myself. Yeah, it's my last name.
Wait, does
What?
that mean you don't go to the bathroom, Kai?
I'm not having this conversation.
Especially not at breakfast.
Well,
If you close your eyes really tight, you can pretend that they aren't cold cuts.
What?
For
or
breakfast.
you can eat them.
Why would I pretend they're not cold cuts? Cold cuts are
Just because they're
awesome.
cold cuts doesn't. They're so. My dad spent a lot of time preparing them initially, so they're very tasty. They're just cold. That's all.
I'm pretty sure they'll go very well with my mushrooms.
Yep.
You should just,
Sure they will.
yeah, just pack as many of those mushrooms in the sandwich and just go at it.
You know, that's not a bad idea. Let's do that.
All right, it takes another hearty dose of mushrooms. I have a charisma saving
Tell me
throw.
if he explodes.
And that was the last we saw of good old Welby.
There was blood everywhere.
I made the mistake of putting my percentile dice away, guys. I shouldn't have done this.
This is gonna
That's
be
silly.
I think that's a 7.
I will find out no one's rolled over 10
I was
to
wrong.
save against these mushrooms.
It's not a 7.
These
it's an 8.
mushrooms are powerful.
This is amazing.
Kill
They're
the
so
BB with this,
powerful, our dice aren't working.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh no. Is it a wild magic surge fireball? Is it a reroll
It's
characters
worse.
time?
So
There's blood everywhere.
So you're in the inn. Oh crap! I need a d20, and then I need a whole lot of
no.
d6s.
Oh
Oh god. All right, I'm just gonna please just speak amongst yourselves while I Google something.
Oh no. Did I just kill the tavern?
no!
I mean, you might
HPs,
have.
HP of NPCs?
You might have. Just keep going.
Oh no. Oh. Okay.
Oh no, I don't like this.
I don't either.
Or
But at least it gives us a good segue for healing magic if I live.
I have your words prepared.
I do too.
Yes.
Spare the
So,
dying. I got
Welby,
it.
as you're
Spare the
eating
dying.
this enormous mushroom with mushroom sandwich, every bite you take, your hands get more and more tingly, like before a lightning storm, and the air is starting to smell more and more like ozone. This is very electrified feeling. And as you're looking at your hands, you see these little lightning bolts darting from finger to finger. Where do you point your hands?
I mean, closer to my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a backup character before you do this?
No.
I was trying to give you a moment to say, I point to the sky.
Did you just look into the shotgun?
He did just look into the Can I have a
This thing
dexterity?
working.
Dexterity saving throw, Welby, please?
Oh, I'm good
Alright,
at
so
dex.
all we have to do is have it not go over your max HP twice.
Kitty. I
Does it
need
smell
my
like
dice tray,
thunder in
kitty.
here?
Kitty.
Wait,
hey.
we
I
do still
rolled-
have the advantage from episode 1 because we were keeping track of them, but not on
Yes.
the board, right?
This is true. I also rolled a number of ones, so this might... No, you're fucked,
was
let's be
bad.
honest.
Wait.
It's a lightning bolt, of course you're fucked.
So what
Oh,
is,
it's an animal, is it?
It's
you say I
lightning.
could use advantage?
Yes, you have an advantage that someone bought you in the first episode.
There is a time to use this.
Let's try.
Now
using
is the time.
Yes, because it might be
Okay.
your last one.
that. I think that's a 15. Oh wait, this is a dex save. You said.
It's a
Oh.
save, yes.
Okay, that's just 15 then.
Do you have halfling's luck as? Oh wait, I guess you can't.
Halfling's luck
Double
is
reroll.
for.
So you make the saving throw. There is a deity out there that loves you because I rolled a lot of ones.
Fine.
You take 12 points of lightning damage. As part of the inn explodes. Since Welby casts lightning bolt.
Oh, that's still brings me down,
So
into his
you
own
go
face.
unconscious.
but it doesn't
So-
kill me.
Does it does like the force of it lift Welby up off of like where they're sitting?
You know, he goes boom, boom,
Okay, so I
like
think
5 feet off of his bench.
so I think in that moment it's like slow motion, like Welby's like flying like oh, and I think I yell out Welby, and I like to cast a spell of healing word
Smart, very smart.
for 7 HP back. As
Right.
like, oh, should I describe it?
Please.
Okay, so like the locket kind of glows underneath Sam's shirt with this pale golden light that kind of comes up through their body almost as if it's underneath their skin and like comes up through their throat, and as if coming with the words there's just like a bright kind of exhale. I don't know how to man, I should have come up with better descriptions earlier.
It's like when Little Mermaid sells her voice and it comes out.
Yeah, and it's just like whoa.
All right, Welby, you briefly die, but you're resurrected,
That's okay.
sort of, well, saved by Sam. You're in so much pain right now. Also, Pris, your dads are just open-mouthed staring at the piece of the roof of the inn that is missing as a 100-foot long, 5-foot wide lightning bolt tore part of the inn apart.
What the fuck?
I don't know. Maybe I'll take my food out to go.
Sam and Kai, can you perhaps get Welby out of here, please, and see if you can help him?
Welby.
It also
Shut the
smells a
fuck
little bit
back
like
up.
urine with all the people who peed their pants. And there's already people starting to throw food at Welby. Going, oh, he already nearly destroyed the town once. He's a danger. Get him out of
Shut
here.
up.
They're like baby riot.
Shut up, he's not a danger, he's an idiot.
He's a
able to
dangerous idiot.
I mean, yeah. I'm about to take me off your hands, so... Go good luck, I
Thank you.
guess.
Please.
I'm going to repair the roof.
Am I able to speak, or am I?
Yes, since Sam saved you. Your hands still feel a little funny. There's still little sparkies.
I'm like, oh, God, that must have been the best sandwich, because I think I saw heaven.
Welby.
Oh,
Welby,
yeah.
get up. And as they say this, their voice kind of deepens for just a second, and there's this almost feral snarl that can't be heard but felt. And you kind of can feel your entire body just healing, but very rapidly, like unnervingly rapidly and kind of painfully, actually, as they also cast Healing Word. Very different usage of Healing Word.
Look at you and your healing powers.
Yeah, I am a support through and through.
I mean, if you'd filled that save, there would have been 25 points of damage. That would have been...
Yeah, I would have died.
Would have been the end of Welby.
New character.
I got a class.
You also gain 7 points of healing.
Right, so you're on 14 or whatever your max is.
My max is 9.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, good. Oh, Grant.
Hey, we have the same amount of HP.
All right, so I'm assuming Welby's being escorted out of the inn by Sam and Kai as Sam
Kicked
turns
out of the
around.
mob.
Yeah, escorted is in this case less of like escort quest and more of a headlock before he does anything else. As Pris is just next to her dad's going. And that's where we'll end tonight's game.
Okay.
Hey, look, everybody lived.
Almost. Barely.
Our worst enemy, ourselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yourselves
doing
and my
perfectly
wild
fine.
magic table.
Man, that could have gone so bad. Imagine if he'd pointed for like more sandwiches towards like the crowd.
I know, that would have been like 8 dead NPCs.
God.
I tried to make it obvious this was dangerous so he could be like this and just shoot up in the sky, but he just went, nope. Aiming the shotgun at me.
Well, that's interesting.
I am. That was session 2.
Yes.
Oof.
Everyone's alive.
I
We did
have
it.
14 hit points now,
Yeah.
Wait, did we
and
get,
I already feel the need to get the fuck away.
did we get additional HP for just becoming level 1 adventurers? Or did we just stay at what
You
we
were 6
at?
plus con modifier, and now you get your regular health. So if you have more than a 6, you go up, and otherwise you stay at 6
Okay.
plus con.
Okay, perfect.
So I had 7, now I have 9.
Wait.
Yeah.
Did a mistake.
Alright.
Actually. Only
So
12.
how about we go around and you tell people who you are and where you hang out and where they can find you. Possibly your favorite moment of the game. And let's go the other way around this time. Lady Dame.
Oh, hi. I am Lady Dame, and today I played Pris. Let's see. You can find me. Oh, I need to remember to do the thing. You can find me here on this channel Wednesdays playing Pris, the sweetest tiefling ever, apparently. And then also this week it's the last session of Sunsets on Summer on Friday night. our grand finale. It's gonna be, and we get to say goodbye to my werewolf aphid alert. Hopefully everything will be fine and we don't die or like get sucked into oblivion. It'll be great. Let's see who would it. Oh, also I stream on my own channel. Let's see, it's Monday and Friday mornings, and then Tuesday and Saturday evenings. Doing a bunch of things. I've got a lot of stuff planned out, so go check that out. Otherwise, you can find me at The Lady Dame pretty much everywhere. I live on Twitter, all of that kind of fun stuff. Oh, and I'm also raising money for direct relief, for which to help the folks who have been affected by wildfires up and down the West Coast. And
Like our tech.
Let's see. My favorite part was probably the scene between Kai and Rosalka as she helped him get his bestial nature under control. Maybe? Yeah, that was good. That's me.
All right. Wild.
Yes, hello, I'm Wild Engineer. You can find me on Twitter at Wild Engineer. I don't think I have anything coming up. Next Tuesday on Encounter Roleplay should be the finale of our Call of Cthulhu game, so there's that. Let's see, my favorite. What?
Nothing. I'm not a cultist. You can't prove it.
I mean, I was gonna say how Sam had helped out Rosalka, just how sweet that moment was. But sure, almost killing myself was my favorite too.
All right, Swapper.
And that's certainly a sentence. I am Swapper. I can be found on Twitter under @GreatSimplicity and on Discord under Swapper. The reason I'm saying that is that I'm currently working on a compilation of NPC stat blocks for D&D for literally everything that would have been quite useful to have, like merchants, minor arcanists, minor paladins, literally everything before 5th level. That is not in the monster manual, and I'm currently running out of ideas. So hit me up if you have any NPC ideas that I can stat out. Apart from that, I think my favorite moment was a series of moments, actually, in which the characters kind of manifested their classes, starting with Welby and ending with Pris. Specifically, Pris's moment was, I don't think as kind of, I don't want to say dramatic as the rest of the rest, but no, I do want to say dramatic. It was just kind of sweet. It made sense.
Nice
it was
in
a
a good
character
way.
moment. Yeah, it was nice. That's it.
Graham. You just remuted yourself. You absolute genius.
I'm great at this. Hi, everybody.
We're
I'm Graham.
professionals.
And today I played Sam. Sam I Graham? Maybe. Anyways, you can find me here every Wednesday playing Sam, or some amalgamation of Sam. You can find me on Saturday. Actually, let's go earlier. You can find me on Friday on my channel. On my channel, Twitch TV/GrahamCrackers at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard, playing Gaheris Nerthos, a Tiefling Paladin, in the Goldshine Investigations campaign, a homebrew D&D 5e game that I play with a whole bunch of people I met online 7 years ago or more.
As you do.
As you do. You can find me on Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard on Stalwart Initiative, playing Arzavash in the Dark Matter setting, which is D&D in space, as I play a changeling rogue with a whole bunch of different personalities and different accents. Outside of that, you can find me on Twitter at GrahamCrackers1, or you can find me on the October 30th, DMing for Friends Who Roll Dice in a charity event, DMing Monster of the Week for Rain, which is a fantastic fundraiser. And then you can find me a whole bunch of other places. I'll tell you about them when I think we deserve and have earned the right to know.
Wow.
And my favorite part was hands down the lightning. 100%, because I was like, every time someone drops a fireball. But
Technically not fire.
it wasn't fire, but it was heckin' close.
It really was.
But no, that was just a wonderful moment because I just was like, I wonder how much Welby will tempt fate until fate intervenes. I think fate intervened.
The real question out of this whole week is, has he learned his lesson? Because I think I know the answer.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Not even a little bit.
All right.
But that was my favorite part.
Nice. All right. My name is Anik. You can find me on Twitter at Anikster. Here on Wednesdays, I'm honestly not trying to murder my players, but they make choices. And they have consequences. Other than that, some things kind of sort of planned for October on around Halloween for 10 candles. And then in November, there'll be the extra live stream where I will be snarking with Swapper and guests. And where I will be running a Death Zone Corgi one-shot that I am still writing, but involves corgis somehow, who may or may not be the bad guys or the damsels in distress, who knows. My favorite moment. Look, I have the giddy joy of rolling on that random magic table, and I saw what came up. And just looking spell lightning bolt is just, it's a moment very dear to my heart. There were great character moments, but just going, it's just a special DM feeling that just warms the cockles of your heart. I think that covers us for tonight. Thank you all for watching and sticking through our tech issues that I'm going to blame the California wildfires for. And I think I don't actually see the stream. If we're back up before we go off, see you all next week.